Bienvenidos, welcome. I'm an Idle Foodie and today I'm preparing stuffed pork loin cooked in my BSR Dutch oven outdoors. Stick around and I'll show you how I do it. So I have a 2-pound plus or minus pork loin. I've had that in the freezer for about 30-40 minutes, just stiffen it up a little bit. So it has a little bit of a fat cap on it. So I want, so that's been trimmed a little bit. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I want this to definitely be on the outside and not in the middle. So I'm going to rotate that over. So that way when I make the cut, the nice thing about this, even if you don't do it perfect, it still comes out good. Just want to cut it and just open it up like a book. Well, I kind of cut down a little thin, but that will work. This is just something that takes a little bit of practice doing. These generally around here come in pairs, so you have 2 of them to practice on. And so basically today I'm going to be using cornbread stovetop stuffing mix. This is just one of the ones I like. You can use either one that you have, whatever that you have in your cupboard. Just whatever it is to make it easy. You can make your own stuffing, but this is the easy way to do it, is use a prepared stuffing mix. And this will do 2 of these. I'm not going to use all of this on one. This one's kind of short, so a little less than half will probably be just fine. I'm going to be careful not to contaminate the remaining stuffing. That way I can have it on the side as a side dish. You could use it all, but it basically comes out shaped like a football. There, the sun's coming out. Now it's going to get a little warm. We had a cold front come in. We went from 100 degrees during the day to 60. Now we have some butcher string here that I've pre-cut. And you just roll it up like a sleeping bag. This works for chicken, turkey, beef, basically just about anything you have. Just combine it with the type of stuffing mix that you like. So I have some butcher string here. And tie it first around the ends to keep from squeezing the stuffing out, pun intended. Do the veterinarian surgical knot, go around once, then go through again. And then that helps hold it in place. Okay, that's nice and tight. Now we'll get the seasoning done. So the seasoning, I have 1 heaping tablespoon of rosemary that I've kind of crushed up, half a teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon black pepper, half teaspoon granulated onion, half a teaspoon garlic powder, 3 teaspoons paprika, Now we're ready for the Dutch oven. I'll get this cleaned up. I'll get the coals ready and we'll get cooking. So this is my setup on my Dutch oven. I have the bottom lined with tin foil. That's just to make easier cleanup. And then I have a grate on the bottom just because I want the bottom to also crisp up a little bit too and not baste in juices. But if you don't have that, it works out fine either way. I want to make sure to put the fat cap up on top and also not to have a cut, the seam of the pork loin on top, because when you untie it that will unfold, so I want to make sure that's at least on the side, if not on the bottom. So I have 20 coals on the top, 10 on the bottom, looking for 30-40 minutes per pound with the coals. If you're in your oven in the house with no lid, 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes per pound. Start out at 400 degrees. After 20 minutes, drop it down to 380. With the coals, we're starting out hot and they're slowly going to get cooler. So I'm not going to worry about taking coals away. I am venting the lid. I use the chopstick. Vent the lid a little bit because I want some kind of crust on the outside. So 40 minutes per pound, so it's going to be a little while. I may be able to get away with just these coals and let them run like this. So if you're looking, you're not cooking, so just let it go. And just like with other things, if you're downwind of this, when it's getting close, you're going to be able to smell that cornbread, that stuffing. So anyway, we'll be back in a bit. There is a chance of rain. I don't know, in an hour or two, hard to tell what the weather's going to be like. So we'll be back in a bit, see what it looks like. So it's been about an hour, 45 minutes. Let's take a look at it. So there's 160, 65, there's 170, still climbing. Make sure I get it down the center. So there we go, 176. So I'm going to get the coals cleaned up and we'll let it rest for a few minutes and cut it open and let you see what it looks like inside. So 2 cameras, twice the batteries, twice the things to fiddle with. Anyway, here it is, the stuffed pork loin cooked in a Dutch oven. And the quail are shouting it's good. So here it is, stuffed pork loin cooked in a Dutch oven outside, easy to do. This technique can be used on chicken, turkey, about any type of meat, elk, antelope. Just match it up with what you want inside. It's easy to do, and if I can do it outside in a Dutch oven, you can do it in the house. So thanks for watching. I'm Nido Foodie. We'll talk to you later.